Hey, Twisters, we've got a great game this evening between the Colorado Avalanche. They'll be hosting the New Jersey Devils, 2001 Stanley Cup final rematch, and to some, maybe their 2024 Stanley Cup prediction. So this should be a lot of fun. There are a couple injuries, especially on the Devils side of things, but I think that we're going to be in for a real treat this evening. And speaking of treats, of course, I'm joined by my co-host here, Cortana, and throughout the evening, she'll be receiving all sorts of treats whenever there's a goal or somebody sends a super chat. So here you go, Cortana. What a good girl. But yeah, no matter who you cheer for, whether that's the Avalanche, whether that's the Devils, or somebody else in the NHL, it's great to have you here. I'll be doing the play-by-play this evening, and we also have a couple things to look forward to at intermission. First of all, at first intermission, we have trivia. So we have been doing this as kind of a tradition here. So we do have trivia lined up. It will be themed around these two teams. And then I also have something to open up here at second intermission. This comes from one of our subscribers. There was supposed to be more as part of this, but I am waiting for it to arrive in the mail. So unfortunately, it didn't come. But that being said, we can still open this up. I've talked to him about that already. All right, who do we have here? We've got Ethan Coop, sad sports fan. Ethan, we have two Ethans already. Dean and Travis, hello, good evening. Hey guys, what's your score prediction for tonight? As you might see at the bottom of my ticker here, the Devils come in with the third ranked offense in the NHL, but they're clicking at almost 43% on the power play so far. I don't expect that to continue per se. And the Avs are actually tied for second in penalty kill. So that's really the matchup that we can look forward to this evening. Avs penalty kill against the sizzling, scorching hot Devils power play. It's almost like they looked at the Oilers last year and said, hold my beer. Yeah, let me know what you guys think for the score tonight. I think that the Avalanche are at home. That is to their advantage typically, even though they've been so good on the road the last couple seasons. But considering the Devils could be without Hughes and Heischer, I'm not entirely sure who's going to be out, but that's my assumption. At least they were both out the last time. I'm going to say Avs. Yeah, I kind of agree with Sad Sports Fan. We probably see something in that realm. You know, eh, as much as I like Vanacek and Schmid played really well for them last year, they're not like going to necessarily stand on their heads on a game in game out basis. So I think the Abs will get a couple in the net. I don't know. Maybe this will be 3-3, and then we get an Avalanche win in overtime. How about that? Because the Devils don't have an overtime loss yet. So I'm going to say 4-3 Abs in overtime. We have some other games that are going on this evening. We can definitely catch up with those. And I haven't finalized this just yet, but based on the success of our previous stream and the enthusiasm for peop- peop- people's enjoyment watching me react to my Sharks letting in 10 goals, I just might, at the end of this, depending on the circumstances of things, I might be live for San Jose and Philadelphia because that's starting a half hour later. So we'll see. Sad Sports Fan is calling it a sleep fest. Well, even so, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, the Sharks can get their first win of the year. But that's not obviously why we're here. We're here for, of course, what should be one of the best games so far in the NHL this year. There are some players I'm not as familiar with, especially on the Devils side of things, as you look at the bottom six, because Michael McLeod apparently was playing first line center, at least at some point in the previous game, with, of course, Jack Hughes out. And, Nico Heischer's also a center, so that doesn't exactly help them. Canadian Bacon, what's going on? Devils pull it out. It'll be challenging with the injuries that they have, but I'm not 100% sure if both Hughes and Heischer are still out. Captain K-Man, yeah, you're excited to watch the Sharks tonight. Are you excited because they're playing maybe their worst opponent so far this year, or because perhaps they might actually let in 10 goals again? Ah, Nicholas, you just met Paul Cotter. All right, that's cool. Is he a healthy scratch tonight or something? That must have been like several hours ago, right? So it's not like, oh wait, are they not playing tonight? Maybe they're not playing tonight. I'm not entirely sure, but that's rad. It's not very often you see a pro athlete just chilling out downtown. Cheyenne, thank you so much, and thanks for the suggestion earlier on goaltender rankings. I'm not 100% sure what my plan is, but that's always a topic that I know I'd feel comfortable discussing. 82 and 0. Oh, what would that be? 71, 10 and 1, right? They can still do it. Knights and Kings tomorrow. Ooh, that first game was pretty close between them, right? Uh, anyway, going to the Red Wings versus Blue Jackets game on Saturday in Detroit. Okay, the old Michigan versus Ohio battle, and of course those teams used to play in the same division. Sharks have a chance of beating the Oilers. They just might. Who knows? Maybe I'll be live for that. I don't know. Actually, no. I've got plans that night. Thanks, Coop. Appreciate that. So yeah, the Red Wings just lost to the Rangers. So that being the first game on TNT, so they're going to be switching it over to this one. I'm pretty sure that's the plan here. It's all part of the plan. And yeah, Cortana, honey, are you ready for some goals tonight? We should get some goals. I would think, right? So we'll be sure that you are gifted many a treat here tonight, my friend. Whoop. There it is. All right, good girl. Yeah, the Red Wings had a 5-0 lead at one point. I know that. Uh, they're in California. Yeah, man. I know that does not make things particularly easy. I have to be pretty grateful to be on the schedule that I am. I can stay up, of course, because I'm in the Pacific time zone. But yeah, how old is Cortana? So in January, she's going to be 10 years old, but she's still and always my baby girl. Yeah. So yeah, we can look at some other scores. Some other early games are final now. The Carolina Hurricanes, a very intense game. I got to see a little bit of it. I did watch the overtime. Martin Necas with the game winner there. He's a great player, Martin Necas, and he plays pretty well defensively too, from what I've seen. Uh, in I don't know where it was, but the Tampa Bay Lightning had a 4-0 lead after the first period against the Canadiens, and Montreal does kind of come back in the third period, but they lose 5-3. The winning goal in that game comes from Mikey Asimont, former San Jose Shark. So the Lightning, they've been able to rack up some wins. I know that they lost to Toronto, but they've played better. They've been able to cover up for any sort of deficiencies they might have in goal. And yeah, they'll hopefully get back Vasilevsky probably within the next month, I would think. Right now, with 36 seconds left, the Minnesota Wild lead the New York Islanders by a score of 4-2. I know Cortana. I know the Isles have been slumping a little bit recently. Goals from who scored for Minnesota? Pat Maroon, his second. Lettieri. I'm not very familiar with. Is it Vinny Lettieri? I think it is. Kaprizov, his fourth of the year, and Eriksson Ek, his seventh of the year. I'm happy to see Joel Eriksson Ek starting off strong offensively. We know how excellent he is defensively. And right now in the third period, the Winnipeg Jets with a nice cushion, 4-1, they lead the St. Louis Blues. Vasi could be back as soon as Thanksgiving. I mean, that'd be wonderful for them, but, with that sort of injury, you would hope that they would, err on the side of caution to say the least, especially if they're staying competitive in that division. January what? Yeah, January Cortana's birthday is January 18th. I don't know what it really is, but just based on how old she was when I adopted her, that's that's my best guess. Did Cortana get 12 treats the other night? Yeah, she got 12 treats, and she might have gotten, like, 40 more. The thing is that a lot of these are just, pieces of organic apple, so she's okay for that. You see, she likes that quite a bit, especially if, there's some legitimate peanut butter in there too. You love the Avs gold calls. Yeah, they are pretty they do pack a punch. I do like them quite a bit as well. Ranking Cortana should rank fights. That'd be I don't know how I would do that, but I'm gonna write this down anyway. I mean, hell, we had a video for our members of Cortana literally talking to you guys, so that was pretty fun. Uh, right? Anyway, I know that there are some questions for me here, but I'll get to those as much as I can. Cortana ranks or reacts to fights. That'd be so funny. My dog reacts to NHL fights. Actually, that sounds like a real freaking winner. Uh, 2-0 Predators. Who do they have a lead on right now? On the Flames? God, poor Flames, man. What is in the water in Alberta? There's probably like some sort of pipeline connecting, Alberta to Northern California right now. I don't even want to know though. What's going on here? Oh, thank you, Hockey from Home. I appreciate that. It's awesome to be through that milestone, and yeah, there's no reason to keep stopping or to stop what I'm doing. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you check out. Ethan, whoa, wow, what epic dono! Put down some love for Ethan here in the chat. He's just gifted 5 memberships. That's something that you actually do pay for. So those, 70% of those proceeds do go to my channel or go to me. So I appreciate that. Happy early holidays. I love it, man. You've been very benevolent with those. That's one of my favorite words, by the way, benevolent. Um, so yeah, what was I discussing here? Oh, hey, there you are, Dustin. So yeah, Dustin is the one who gifted me what we see here. So I'll open this up at second intermission, assuming that's cool with you, Dustin, because we'll do trivia at first intermission. And yeah, for the people who have the new membership trials, awesome. You'll see occasional uploads from me, especially live streams. We'll do some members only live streams. I usually do one a week. I try to. It can be very challenging. But yeah, guys, make sure if you haven't already, if I were you, I would actually just open a separate tab in my browser, and I would check out my newest video where I discuss the best rivalries in the NHL, both historical and current, and we touch on all 32 teams. All right, let me just make sure I have that there. Do I have a PO box? I used to. I just wasn't getting that much viewer mail. But I'd consider that if demand went up again. But if you really want to send something, you can just reach out to me, and I don't. I think that I can trust you. That should be just fine. So you can still send me something, or even if it's just a letter or a card or whatever, that's fine. Um, but anyway, am I still a Sharks fan? Yeah. Hockey from home. Thank you. I Yeah, it hasn't been as active on there. Actually, we still have people posting on there on a daily basis. Um, so yeah, I can help you with that. Sure. Let's see here. You missed the 10K stream? Yeah, I mean, thank you. It was really late at night anyway, because it was probably about 11 Eastern at that time. Because what happened was I was on, Kim's channel, Isles Girl 3, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, make sure you plug your channel." And she said, "Oh, yeah, I saw that you were almost up to 10,000 subscribers." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm only, like, 6 away." And so then everybody just subscribed, and then I was like, "I'm 10,000. I guess I gotta do a stream." So that's why we did that. The Discord link, yes, I can absolutely do that. I think most of you know, but we do have a Discord, and it's completely free to join. All you gotta do is, same sort of rules apply here, just be cool to people, and, you can check out our Discord. So there you go. Nick, what's going on? Devils 4-3 in OT. I'm gonna say same score, just different outcome, and there you go. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, that's funny. Am I still a Sharks fan? Oh, man. No, I've bought in. The I don't mind being in the middle of a very long, dark tunnel. Cool, man. I appreciate that. It's good to have you here or there. And I assume you're a Capitals fan, which is good because, since I started my channel, the first year of my channel was when the Capitals won the Stanley Cup, but I wasn't live streaming yet. My channel was too small, and yeah. But unfortunately, since the Caps haven't, like, actually made a deep run since then, I really haven't gotten that many Capitals fans that I know of. I know, like, a handful at the most, so it'd be good to have some more on the Discord for sure. And Knights and Maple Leafs. Oh, alright, well, the Maple Leafs. Always always a fun challenge being a fan of theirs, but at least they're good, whereas my team is not. Sharks are gonna get their first win against the Knights. Maybe that could happen. By the way, how are we doing with the, poll here, guys? So 56% have the home team for tonight. Oh, alright, hockey from home. Even better, even better. Uh, my grandpa is a big Capitals fan. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, when you said I just saw talk trash, and I was like, "Oh, you guys talk some smack against each other," and I'm like, "Oh, you have a common adversary." Dan! Dan the man. How you doing, dude? Hope all is well. Gonna be a great game tonight. Glad you got to watch some, glad you got to watch some Red Wings, despite the result. Alright. Um Oh, wow, you're gonna tune in from Spain, Dustin. Actually, we've had, like, 1 or 2 viewers, join us from Spain at times. Uh, alright, Victoria. Alright, hockey from home, Victoria. Okay. I have always a fun time trying to, like, remember as many people's actual names as I can. The challenge is when you have a different name on, like, a different social media site or a different, like, on Discord or whatever. I do my best. Leo, what's going on? You're here for the free hoodie. Yes, we have a fun bet here. So if the Sharks concede 10 goals, I think this is what it is, right, Leo? If the Sharks concede 10 more goals tonight against the Flyers, I am getting Leo a Twisted Wrister hockey hoodie. Eklund and Hurdle are finally on a line together. Yeah, I'm surprised that that hasn't been experimented with just yet. All right, man. So, yeah, my prediction for this one's 4-3. By the way, let's take a look at who's leading these teams in scoring. I guess I could have shared my screen or something like that, but I'll just read it out loud. That way, you can still see Cortana in uh, not full screen, but you get a better view of her versus looking at my screen here. I think I can make that happen, Leo. I think I can, depending on the vendor. Hughes and Heischer are out. Yeah, yeah, that does not make things particularly easy, especially since that's like a real gut punch to your center depth. As much as I like Michael McLeod and Dawson Mercer playing center, so how about that? But yeah, so far leading scorers Mikko Rantanen in 10 games has 6 goals and 8 assists. Kale McCarr with 3 goals and 8 assists. Nathan McKinnon 4 goals, 5 assists in 10 games. That's nothing to to slouch at, but I mean, that's not the Nathan McKinnon that we know. So I think that Nathan McKinnon, especially just given the matchup, right? If he's matching up more against the top line for the Devils, I think this is a big Nathan McKinnon night. I think this is at least a 3-point Nathan McKinnon tonight. McKinnon night. I'm calling it right here. Nathan McKinnon, 2 goals, 1 assist. I think he'll go off tonight. Cortana's on point. She's a defenseman. Um, all right. And let's take a look here for the oh yeah, by the way, Georgiev so far an 899 save percentage, a 2.92 goals against average, and a shutout. His goals saved above average is minus 1.3. I don't read into that entirely, but I just thought that was a little interesting. Not the same numbers he put up necessarily last year, but it's early. The Avs as a team are eighth in goals against, so they're still doing well, especially with that penalty kill, right? As for the Devils, how about now? The Devils' leading scorer is Jack Hughes. He scored 2 points a game, 5 goals, 15 assists in 10 games. Uh, Despite that, they still have other guys who can put the puck in the net, like Jesper Bratt, 7 goals and 11 assists, so 18 points in 11 games. And the newly acquired Tyler Toffoli also has the team lead in goals. He's got 7 and 4 assists. On defense, Dougie Hamilton, 4 goals already for him and 4 assists. And the top goaltender here, Vitek Vanacek, a 900 save percentage, a 3.05 goals against average, -1 goals saved above average in 8 games. So he's basically right where Georgiev is statistically. But who knows? That might change after tonight. Hey, Samantha, good evening. Hope you're excited for what should be an awesome game. That's bl- that's blasphemy, Dean. Blasphemy. Uh, Cortana has a oh my gosh. On no, 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 like, no, Cortana has to put it on at some point. I mean, I have to wear the damn jersey occasionally too, so she can make the sacrifice. Uh, yeah, I'm picking the Avalanche tonight too, Samantha, and 62% of people are. But then again, I thought that the Avalanche were going to, be a real challenge for the Knights a few nights ago, and, that did not quite pan out, did it now? Anyway, I think I caught up mostly on questions here. I don't know why they're not dropping the puck just yet. It is 7:20 already, so you'd think they would, pitter patter. Maybe it was a delayed start just because of the previous game between the Rangers and the Red Wings, though. So, but yeah, it looks like they're out on the ice right now. Vanacek will be in the game again. Yeah, and then the Knights lost to the Ducks. Dude, Ducks, longest winning streak in the NHL. Who would have thought that we'd ever be saying that this year about the Ducks? 6 in a row? They're scoring goals, you know? How am I doing on my predictions? Oh, I don't wanna say horrible, but, like, I just keep kicking myself that I didn't pick the Canucks to go to the playoffs just because I had the same mentality about them going into last year, and they totally disappointed me. So I said, "No, I can't pick them." And not to mention, I said the Oilers would win the division. I mean, come on now. A bunch of people had the Oilers finishing at the lowest, like, 2nd in their division, right? So right, that's not the worst, right? Where else am I doing poorly? Oh, yeah, I also picked Pittsburgh to finish 3rd. Not so good there either. You're a Padres fan. That's true, and that's fine. I don't hate the Padres whatsoever. Alright, are they gonna take the ice now? Are we gonna do this? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, guys, we will have trivia at first intermission and an unboxing at second intermission as well. All right, so we're gonna get ready to start. Yeah. I mean, I could see, like, if I had to pick between the Oilers and the Flames, who's more disappointing, I would still say the Oilers, especially since they were sizzling hot in the second half last year. All right, top line for the Devils with Michael McLeod taking the face-off against Nathan McKinnon. Of course, with Jack Hughes being injured, but he wins this face-off, comes all the way back for John Marino. He'll ricochet it over to Kevin Ball, and here come the Devils. Marino entering the Avs zone, drops it off a shot and a cover up from Georgiev on a shot from Tyler Toffoli. Shout out to Kat Toffoli, my neighbor growing up. Hey, Cameron. When Cameron was in Twisted Land, let my Cameron go. All right. McKinnon against Toffoli this time. I guess somebody got tossed for the Devils. Ball, Brat, out the faceoff circle off a skate, and here comes Jonathan Drouin over to McKinnon, and a pass intercepted at center ice. Here comes Brat, a shot wide of Georgiev, and around for McKinnon. Dumps it around behind Vanacek. And now Siegenthaler cleared, and Dougie Hamilton leading the attack the other way. Mercer off a 28 goal season last year. I think that he is capable of even generating more this year. Looking for Palat behind the net. Now a backhander wide of the crease. Hamilton from the point. He's looking in front for Andre Palat. He'll scoop this up. Cycling out toward the point. Feeding it back to Dougie. Locked in front. And now Palat feeding the point. And a shot from Hamilton. Off the rebound. And Georgiev was sprawling out for that one to knock it away. And now Palat. And a picked off pass from Bowen Byram. He'll come the other way by himself. And just chew up some time while the Avs change up. Glove down now in the neutral zone by Jack Johnson. And Vitek Vanacek playing this with the paddle from behind the net. Brian Johansson out there with the Avalanche, of course, acquired in a trade last year or last offseason with the Predators. A shot. Ooh, that one from Lehkonen was saved by Vanacek, still alive in the Devil's zone. And now Luke Hughes, first full season for him. The Devils get the clear, and Johansson will just dump it deep as the Avs change up with the first 2 minutes gone by. Oh, thanks, sad sports fan. Yeah, that's the thing. I just change that up every time. Right, girl? And what's going on here? Are we getting a penalty? No, I don't think so. I think it was just offside. What was for dinner tonight? I cooked a couple days ago. I cooked venison chili. I have this Southwest chili recipe that I've been using for a few years. So good. And the venison came from my friend. He took down a deer with a bow, and he brought some back to me. He lives in Oregon. All right, Marino and Bastion trying to dump that deep. The Avs come the other way now with Logan O'Connor with a few shorthanded goals this year. One of my favorite players, one of my favorite hidden gems, and a shot from Taves that gets blocked, and puck comes out to the neutral zone for Cale Makar. All right, maybe a chance here. Fed in front. Oh, and tied up. No call, though, as who was that streaking toward the net? I believe former Devil Miles Wood. I know, right, Dean? Oh, a chance in front, maybe. Oh, on the doorstep there was Andrew. No, not Cogliano. 11 and white. Chris Tierney, former Shark. As Tierney got the call up here. Oh, Hamilton. And now a shot and turned aside. And Avalanche able to regroup from behind their net. That last shot was that Bastion in front of the net. It must have been. The big stretch pass from Taves. A shot wide there from Andre Pavel. A shot again and saved and deflected out of the netting. That one coming off the stick of Josh Manson. All right, so we do have some chances already in this game. Cortana. Manners, honey. Nobody wants to see that. Good girl. All right, sad sports fan. Thanks for jumping in though. Um, enjoy the highlights. That's what I'll say. And if you guys win, hey, congrats. You're only helping us out. Do I have a jersey from each team? This Nordiques jersey is my only Avalanche jersey now because I sold my other ones, but I have a jersey, I think, for everybody else at least. Yeah. Theo, what's going on, man? Yo, you broke the Oilers. How'd you do that? Also, a friend of mine is trying to convince me to go to Vancouver for a game. All right, face off in the Jersey zone, controlled by the Devils. Out of the zone, and this might go down for icing. No, it's still good. And ooh, Manson taken down there by Toffoli. Out to the point for Marino, shot, and oh, on the doorstep they score. Tyler Toffoli, his team leading 8th goal of the season, and the Devils grab the 1-0 early lead. Damn, dude. Tyler Toffoli going back to last year. I mean, he was the best player for the Flames when they had, Huberdeau came over in that trade and Kadri and yeah, he just shot that from just outside the goal line. Yeah, I can't believe that. 3 times already. Oilers broke themselves. I saw the highlights, man. God. Like, there was one where I forgot who shot it who scored for you guys, but he just came right down the slot. The communication between the defenseman and the winger there, I mean, how do you see that in the NHL? I have no idea. But, yeah, that was one hell of a game. Or I mean, it was surprising for sure. Maybe not that much. Alright, now Mikko Rantanen behind the Devils' net. Support there from Drouin, but a loose puck corralled by the Devils. Move through center ice into the corner of the Avs zone. Meyer battling against Girard. Timo Meyer wearing 28 now. Now Palat from the circle, blocked there by Byram. And skied down into the Devils zone by Johansson. Yeah. Yeah, that's the 8th goal of the year for Toffoli. All right. Third line out there for the Devils. I think they have the same lineup as they did last game. Looks pretty similar. You want a Seattle Kraken jersey? Yes, highly recommended. Ooh, Vanacek as Lekanen was trying to tuck one through the pads. Nick, what's going on, man? How you doing? Blackhawks are they off tonight? Absolutely, Samantha. So wait, the Hawks play. Oh, you guys get the Lightning. That's gonna be fun. Good luck with that. Uh, just found a jersey to cross off the hosted jersey collection. Really? How many hostas do you have? Well, that's your favorite player, right? All right. All right. Bastion almost had that stripped by Rantanen. Able to move it ahead, though. Hey, John. And now cleared down by the Abs. And oh, Hamilton had to keep that away from Drouin. He was streaking into the Devil's zone, trying to move it onto the wing where Makar is. Oh, you got to bounce, Samantha? Okie dokie. I'll catch you later. Um, and now Taves just regrouping here. He's going to just take this behind the net. Get a little bit of a wholesale change here. Bruin, good evening to you. And another great win. I mean, coming against the Dallas Stars. It's always a good one to have under your belt. And now cycled here for looking for Miles Wood on the doorstep. A shot and a kick save by Vanacek, and he covers up. Good shot there by Logan O'Connor. But Vitek's on top of it. The Lightning like to give up 3-goal leads. Yeah, that's true. And then, of course, they nearly it almost I guess they almost blew a 4-0 lead in the first period. Oh, the multitasking, Cheyenne. That's on point. Vanacek's in goat mode. I mean, that was a great save he had there. A good old school kick save, you'd like to see those once in a while. I got is a Team Europe jersey from World Cup of Hockey. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anybody else who's been collecting those recently. All right. Oh, a chance. Oh, nearly a point blank opportunity for the Abs. But this puck comes all the way down to Georgiev. 3 shots apiece so far, but really there have been some other chances out there. Yeah, the Ducks are up to 6 wins in a row right now. And I knew they'd take a step forward this year, but I didn't think it would be quite that big. Not to mention, Alex Killorn hasn't been in their lineup. I know he's not going to like score 35 goals, but he's still a solid two-way player, somebody who, could be anywhere in your middle six. All right. Devils have this puck behind the Avalanche net. Timo battling against Byram. Oh, jumping into the play was Mercer, a little spinorama. Taken down behind the net. No call. Toffoli trying to keep it alive in the zone, but Byram able to shovel that along. And here is Logan O'Connor dumped down. Jumping into the forecheck there was Andre Pavel. Fed out to the point, a shot. And oh, pad save Vanacek still alive. And from the point, Jack Johnson, a couple bodies go down. Jack Johnson trying to keep this alive in the abs or in the Devil's zone. It's getting pretty interesting here. And now Tatar able to get it over to Palat and just cleared there as the two checks are able to avoid some danger. And now Tatar, the former Devil, of course, fed out to the point to Johnson. A shot blocked by Palat. Still alive. Manson back over to Johnson. Here he goes again. And a glove save from Vanacek as one of the Avalanche was like right there to possibly tip it in. But anyway, we go to a commercial break, the first of this period. A lone goal so far from Tyler Toffoli. 1-0 Devils. And just to remind you guys, we will have trivia at first intermission. The Shark Tank is so empty. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's I was pointing that out like 2 years ago. I said, "This is gonna be a problem." Um, the CMA awards are on tomorrow. Okay, okay, good. I'm glad I'm not competing with Peyton Manning. Who would have thought that Peyton Manning would be hosting that? But then again, you can pretty much plug him into anything. Oh, what's up, Rick? You have a Nordiques jersey too, huh? It's one of my all-time faves. Zegras isn't even playing that well. Yeah, I hardly ever see him on the score sheet. I know like McTavish is doing work. Leo Carlson has, he's been able to contribute. I know that, but yeah, they're getting some contributions from some other players. Terry is off to I think a pretty good start too, right? He had a hat trick earlier. Oh, Taves. Hey, bud, I'm sorry about your Sharks. Hey, you know what? There's nothing. I mean, look, the only thing that really does make me feel um long in the tooth here is that really I didn't think it would be this atrocious. I don't mind us sucking as long as we're, fielding a product that's kind of interesting to watch, but really that's not happening whatsoever. Last year was fun, actually, as bad as we were. But yeah, this year is just it's like being in a cemetery. But that's okay. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I will take this on the freaking chin because other people are just marveling at how awful this is. And so, hey, if you guys are entertained by it, even if it's not an actual winning product, I'm happy to, you know, be a source of entertainment for that. Ty, what's going on? Think of the deal for the Oilers. The Philadelphia gets Jack Campbell, Nugent Hopkins, Broberg. Whoa, this is stacked. A first and a second for Carter Hart and Konechny. I would like to see for the Flyers or for the Oilers. I'd like to see them. I like the idea of them getting somebody like Hart. I can't remember, is Hart from Alberta? But man, they also need some defensive help. So I wouldn't be thinking about Konechny specifically, but of course the Oilers also because Konechny is a top six player. They're set there. But yeah, the bottom six hasn't been all that sharp. And Nugent Hopkins, I would hate to have to lose Nugent Hopkins to gain Konechny. I really do like Nuge quite a bit. So I don't know. That seems like it's a little bit too stacked in my opinion, for the Flyers. But you make that deal every second if you are their general manager. Who's that? Briere? Yeah. By the way, thoughts on Oilers trading McDavid to a Cup contender? I mean, I think that we're as bad as this year is. I think that this is still too early to, you know. There have been teams that have had horrible seasons that they come back the next year and they do well. It doesn't happen super frequently, but like I just can't. I can't see that yet. I'd like to see it happen. Well, he is from what? Ontario. So what if McDavid was traded to the Senators? That'd be so funny. Anyway, all right. Yeah, I saw that Campbell got. Yeah, that was just bonkers, man. I mean, that must have been their plan last couple of days considering, Skinner was the one giving up all the goals last night. By the way, the Avalanche are on a power play. A chance in front. Oh, pad save Vanacek. And barely cleared out of the zone. Here comes Michael McLeod trying to get around McCarr. He has a little bit of help there from Bastion. And Michael McLeod able to dump that behind Georgiev. Now McCarr leaving it off for Arturi Lehkonen. Double teamed. And the Avalanche will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Ryan Johansson being hassled there by Bastion. Yeah, the Knights missed the playoffs in 2022. I think the Sharks, they missed the playoffs in 2015 and they went to the final the next year. So that sort of thing can happen. True fans of a sport can appreciate and find interest in a team performing that badly. It's tough. But hey, they're my team. Somebody's got to watch them, right? Avalanche are on power play here. And now Taves regrouping with a minute 5 left in this power play. Colorado leading 6-3 in shots, gaining the zone, but a good intercept there by Marino, able to knock it away. Hey, Sharks got a goal. Who scored? And now from center ice, Sam Girard onto the wing. He's got Byram, Owen Byram, down to the goal line and funneling it back to Taves. They have 3 defensemen out there. At least it looked like it. Yeah, they do. A shot? They have 3 defensemen on their power play. I've never seen this before. Byram, Girard, and Manson. Or excuse me, Byron, Taves, and Girard. There were 3 defensemen on that power play. Somebody fill me in. Have the Avs been doing this all year and I just haven't seen it? All right, McKinnon into the corner. Cycled for McKinnon behind the net. Couple defensemen converge. A chance in the slot and a save by Vanacek. Or was that blocked in front? That's a great job by Michael McLeod. Boy, I do like what I see from him. I do like his brother as well. And now at the dot and a cross ice pass. It's knocked away. Still live in the Devil's zone though. And moved to center ice for I couldn't see who that was, but it gets dumped down. Curtis Lazar. That's who it was. Thank you, Rick. The Duke. All right. The Leafs are going to Sweden. Yeah. I know that there's a game in Ottawa or in Stockholm. What is that next week? That's right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna put a pin message here. All right. Shoot. What the heck? Georgiev had to make a routine save. Brat and behind the net, and now he'll come out. Cycles the puck along, a shot toward the side of the net off a couple skates, and cleared out. 8:30 left in this period, by the way. Brett over to Ball, hassled there by O'Connor, backhanded out of the Devil's zone. Mm. And now Ross Colton, former Tampa Bay Lightning. Luke Hughes in the corner here, trying to dig this out. And now turnover, a shot from Colton, and saved by Vanacek and covered up with 8:01 left in the period. No, Jack Hughes is not back yet, and neither is Heischer. So, yeah, it's kinda challenging for them, but hey, they have all sorts of depth, right? Fight in the Sharks game? Alright, man. Shoot, I think I'm live for the wrong game, aren't I? Giovanni Smith? Yeah, I liked what I saw of him so far. I mean, I've liked certain players and stretches, like, Zadina, for example. But yeah, Giovanni Smith is one of the players I've enjoyed watching most on the team so far. So yeah, we're just at a, commercial break, and, yeah, so far that lone power play to the Avalanche where they came up empty-handed. Hischier will come back this week. Yeah. I don't yeah, Hughes wasn't given, like, a definite timetable, but I don't think he's gonna be out much longer either, right? I could switch over. Yeah, I could just put on the other game right now, I suppose. But, hey, I just have my mind on on trivia, of course. Global series, you'd love to see them play somewhere in the Southern Hemisphere. Well, I mean, they played in Australia. Of course, that was preseason. But yeah, I don't know how it could happen, but I'd love to see them in New Zealand for sure. Aiden, what's going on? Matthew Nice has grown to be your favorite player on the Leafs. How's he, doing so far, by the way? I haven't actually sat down and watched a Leafs game just yet, but if we just go by the numbers. Matthew Nice, 12 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, plus 5. Okay. Hey, that sounds pretty good to me. He's shooting at 25%. You can't complain about that. All right. All right, gang. You doing great? All right, awesome. Okay, face off. And Hamilton controls this. And here come the Devils with Dawson Mercer. Looking for the wing there. It went off Palat. And now Mercer is trying to chip it deep. Knocked out of the zone. Trying to gain the zone there was Lekanen, but the Avalanche are offside. Yeah. Patty Marlowe, Joe Thornton. What other Sharks legends? Wasn't Owen Nolan briefly with them? Of course, I think of Vesa Toskala. 7:40 left here in the first period. Shots favored the Avalanche 8-5. We got a face off here between Eric Howla and Andre Pavel. Devils control this. Jump down behind Georgiev, no ice. And now Pavel having a little trouble there. Georgiev able to knock it away with his paddle. And now the teams battle along the boards. Fed out to the point by Howla to Marino. Back to Howla, a shot. Oh, blocked in front. It actually might have gone off one of his teammates, Lazar. And now ball, a shot, and no traffic in front as Georgiev is able to snatch that up with ease. How likely the NHL it would be in Antarctica? How crazy would that be? Of course, you wouldn't have really any spectators, but except for the Penguins. And actually, I don't think they go far down. But the Southern Hemisphere elephant seal is enormous. It can weigh like over 6,000, if not like 8,000 pounds. Canucks legend. I just think of him as what, a Boston Bruin? Because I always want to say Curtis Lazar. Anyway, McKinnon able to pick off a pass, and he comes bursting through the neutral zone. And this puck is picked off by McLeod. Not McKinnon turning it over, but a save by Georgiev. And now McLeod. Nice little read behind the net by Makar. And he pops it up big time into the neutral zone, looking for Drouin. And we're going to get a hand pass. Yeah, hand pass. That was, I think, John Marino knocking that down. The Jets beat the Blues 5-2. The Jets, man, I should have given them more credit on my season predictions. I had them finishing fourth in the division, but I should have. I could have had them going to the playoffs. Because some people might say it was addition by subtraction, if you know what I mean. LeBanc had an assist. Well, good for him. All right. Ooh, and we get a puck out of play in the Devil's zone. Kevin LeBanc. Metallica played a concert in Antarctica. Yeah. Hey, I like your rationale. All right. Ross Colton getting the boot in the face-off, and in will come Logan O'Connor to take this draw against McLeod. Couple of good Irish names there. At the point, Byram, hounded by Bastion, able to keep that alive though. Byram from his point, trying to funnel that along for O'Connor, and now the Devils will come the other way. Bastion and dump down into the corner. Byram the first there. Moves it along looking for Colton and O'Connor. Good read there by Brendan Smith standing him up. The Avalanche will have to try again. 6 minutes left in the first period. Now Ryan Johansson, Avalanche gain the Devils zone. Nichushkin, nice job to get around Hamilton. Yeah, that was a really good maneuver from him. Mercer from the wall. Devils under duress a little bit here. And Timo trying to bump that clear. Still alive in the zone, though. Siegenthaler looking for Palat, and the Avs forecheck is really just giving a hard time. Here's Lehkonen, and we get a penalty to the Devils. It's going to be a hooking, and that was one heck of a shift by the Avalanche's second line. I'm going to the box for the Devils. Former San Jose Shark Timo Meyer to the box when we come back from the commercial break. So the Avalanche will have a chance to equalize. Oh, by the way, this whole time I've had them on the power play. That's funny. I didn't mean to keep it up like that. Uh, that's what he said. And so I'll be sure to to wipe that off the next time the Avalanche power play expires. But they are going on the power play when we come back from this commercial break. Yeah, I know, right? Who do you miss more, Meyer or Carlson? If you're a Sharks fan, because at least Carlson, after Meyer got traded, was still able to generate a fair amount of offense. He was still just about a point per game. But of course, Meyer could actually defend a little bit. All right. That's fair though. We'll keep our eye on the Sharks game. And as I might have said at the beginning of this stream, maybe, just maybe, we'll get to close out that Sharks game on a live stream. It wouldn't be right here. It would be a separate live stream, though. Just FYI. I've already got it set up, though, mostly. So we'll keep our ear to the ground there. What else is going on right now in this evening's slate of games? We already talked about how the Jets have been playing overall pretty solid, man. They, you can't count them out entirely. What else is happening? Let's take a look. That's funny. Dante talked about Metallica just a moment ago. I hear Lux Eterna on in my headphones here, being blasted from Ball Arena. All right. Avalanche power play. Johansson to take this draw against Eric Halla. And the Avs control move to the point from a car. That's an in. Back to Kale. A shot. Ooh, wide of the glove of Vanacek. Rantanen keeps it in. Ball intercepts in the corner. We got a battle here. And Howell, he's going to dump this down. Cleared out. Toria, how you doing? Hope you had a great time at those games at the start of the season. Emakar entering the New Jersey zone. He pulls up looking for the point. He's got McKinnon, a one-timer, and a save from Vanacek, still alive. Makar's going to retrieve this. He'll work it back for Rantanen. Back to the other side of the ice for McKinnon. Makar back to Miko. Blocked by Ball. Rantanen still with it. And now down low. Rantanen behind the net. A chance in front and Lehkonen. Good read there by the penalty kill, but still alive. Oh, down low. They score. Mikko Rantanen. Oh, what a crafty feed in front from Cale Makar. That was poetic. And the Avalanche tied up on the power play. And you know what that means. Treats for Cortana. Oh, that's your favorite song, K-Man? I gotta look at this pass from Makar again. Dude. Oh, the redirect from Rantanen was sneaky good. Yep, you were right, Nick. Good job. Avalanche power play coming in though, just tied for 17th. But the Devils not that great of a PK, only 76.3%, which is 20th. All right, now Vanacek with the paddle, getting it out of the zone, and Manson had a little trouble there. So here comes Dawson Mercer, draws a couple defenders looking for Hamilton, and Palat's stripped, and Colton is going to charge down toward the Devil's zone, but Siegenthaler is the first there. He takes a spill behind his net. This could be trouble. A puck that gets funneled out to the point. Manson. And a puck out of play now with 3:38 remaining in the period. But yeah, Yale Makar, probably the best puck mover in the biz with that primary assist to Mikko Rantanen. That's Rantanen's 7th goal, by the way. All right. McLeod now getting tossed, and so it will be McKinnon versus Toffoli. Out to the point. Byram to the other point, looking for Rantanen. And he's going to have to regroup, taking this puck all the way behind Georgiev. 3:20 left in the period. Avalanche trying to generate some speed through the neutral zone. Rifled around Vanacek by Sam Girard. Now Byram trying to glove this one down to keep it alive in the zone, but it's going to be ruled a hand pass. Avalanche with 11 shots on goal to the Devils 7. Did McKinnon get the secondary? I didn't think so, but you might be right. Let's see here. Yeah, let's take a look here. Wait, where's the game? I'm trying to look at my stat tracker here. I want to answer that for you, of course. See here. You're right. McKinnon did get that assist. So I said that in this game, McKinnon was going to get 2 goals and an assist. So he's got the apple. He's got the apple. Hey, what's up, Jake? Wild one tonight? Yeah, they got. I mean, anytime you can score 4 or 5 goals against the Islanders, that's a good night. Both teams have Colorado. Yeah, right. And yeah, we'll have trivia coming up at first intermission. Hey, now. All right, face off in the Jersey zone and won by Johansson. At the point, Makar, and out to the circle. Blocked shot. Johansson trying to lift that free. Comes out of the zone, but Taves is going to slap at this. It's going to find its way around Vanacek and jumping in on the forecheck. This second line, man, they know what to do to keep possessions alive. A chance. Oh, that went just wide of the net, looking in front for Arturi Lehkonen. Regrouping. And now Marino up ice. He's got somebody there. Chris Tierney. A chance in front and a good tie-up by Taves. Or Lehkonen, excuse me. On the streaking attacker. That might have been Bastion. Now Luke Hughes. A backhander. Gets picked off. Moved ahead. McKinnon, and he's going to be ruled offside with 1:56 left. Hey, Nathan, 4 a.m. Okay. Cheers, man. Have yourself a good rest. Okay, okay. Come on, guys. McKinnon in the circle and controlled by the Devils, but popping out of the zone. Streaking is Drouin, and Siegenthaler moves it into the neutral zone and dumped down further by Mercer. And Meyer gives Byram a ride in the corner. Mercer and a pass that's intercepted by Byram. And now maybe a chance here for the Devils. They get a turnover in front of the net, and denied was Mercer and Meyer on the backhander. And a nice check there from McKinnon to knock that away. And now Hamilton. Oh, McKinnon. Or O'Connor, I guess. Sometimes I can't tell the two apart, honestly. They're both right-handed, and O'Connor can kind of mimic McKinnon on a very fundamental level, but he's a good player. Marino a chance in front, and diving out was Georgiev head first, as otherwise Marino would have been wide open in front of the net. We're just sinking into the tank. I understand it's not for everybody. It's not easy to stomach that, honestly, especially when it's this ugly. Last year was a good time. We could have lost 6 more games. We still would have had a fun time watching the Sharks last year. Under a minute left now. Look at this good girl here, Cortana. Let's give Cortana a treat. Good girl. All right, McLeod and be taking on Arturi Lehkonen after I think Johansson got the boot. Taves goes behind his net, finds a teammate up ice, dumped down by Nichushkin. Ball knocked away by Vanacek. A chance in front. Oh, Nichushkin. He had an empty cage there, and the puck just landed underneath his stick, essentially. And that's a goal. Oh my god, that should be 2-1. Devils catch a huge break there. Good evening, Chance. Good victory last night against the Dallas Stars. All right, here's Jonas Siegenthaler. And another puck out of play. Man, this game's ticking me off. It needs to move, man. All right. 40.1. Howla against McKinnon. And behind the Devil's net, retrieved by McKinnon. McKinnon at the circle against Lazar. Dumped along for Rantanen, the goal scorer for the Avalanche. And a pass intercepted initially by Hamilton. And now here comes Lazar, one-on-one against Makar. Into the corner. And Rantanen trying to skate it out of the zone. But Mercer, nice play. That's the second one I've seen from him like that. And now Taves. And we go to the end of the first period. 11-9, the Avalanche win the shots on goal battle that period. But of course, goals for Tyler Toffoli initially for the Devils, and then Mikko Rantanen on the power play for the Avalanche. So we go to the first intermission, and you know what that means, guys. It is time for trivia. So here we go. You'll have to just give me a moment to share my screen and do all that good stuff. But just like our other trivias, we are basing this around the two teams that are playing tonight. So it is all Avalanche and Devils trivia. So who's ready? Who's ready for some trivia? Hell yeah. That's what I like to see, John. All right. So, you know how this goes, right? Let me pull up my screen. Boom, ba boom. And you can vote in the poll here. I think it's more fun that way, but you can always keep track of your answers separately too. All right, here we go. All right, trivia. Let's do it. All right. Okay. Which of these players did not play for both the Avalanche and Devils? So 3 out of the 4 played for both teams. Which guy did not play for both teams? Is it Jonathan Bernier? Is it B, Valeri Kamensky? Is it C, Keith Kincaid? Or is it D, Ian Cole? Which of these guys did not play for both the Avalanche and Devils? I'll give you about 15 seconds to cast your answer because this goes by a lot faster than I thought. We usually get through like 8 questions and then it's already the second period, which is good. But I want to make sure people have enough time to answer. But we gotta keep these moving. Okay. So I'll reveal the answer in five, four, three, two, and one. All right. So Xander there in the chat was like, D. Well, you know what, Xander? You are correct. Ian Cole played 138 games with the Avalanche and has played over 600 more with the Blues, Penguins, Blue Jackets, Wild, Hurricanes, Lightning, and Canucks, but he's never played for the New Jersey Devils. Have I seen the score for Seattle and Arizona? No, I haven't seen that. I haven't kept up with that game. All right, we'll go to question number 2 here. Yeah, but the Kraken, a bit of a rocky start for this start to the year. I thought they had started figuring things out, and then they got blown out by the Flames. It was so weird. All right, let's go to question number 2. Okay, the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup their first year in Denver. What was the furthest that the Quebec Nordiques ever got in the playoffs? Did they only advance to the first round? Did they advance to the second round? Did they make it as far as the conference finals? Or did they make it as far as the Stanley Cup final? The Nordiques played in the NHL, I think, from 1979 until 1995. Aaron, how you doing, man? I haven't checked out your broadcast yet, but I have it like in my things to look at. How'd it go for you anyway? And nice win for the Hurricanes in overtime. In overtime, on a beautiful setup from Aho to Natchez. All right, I'll give you about 10 seconds left, guys. Alrighty. Rising Rhino. All right, look who's in the building. All right, let's close. Let's give you guys the answer in five, four, three, two, and one. How's the stream? It's awesome because guess what? We do intermission trivia. So we're doing some multiple choice trivia on the two teams we're featuring. Jacqueline, hey, thanks for hopping in here. Mikey, what's going on? Where's this raid coming from anyway? It's a rising rhino raid. All right, cool. Who are all y'all? It's wonderful to have you here. I mean, even if you're not huge hockey fans, totally cool. You're welcome to chill with us. All right, so the furthest the Nordiques ever made it was the conference finals. Nice job. I saw some people got that right. So the Nordiques lost to the Islanders in 1982, and they lost to the Flyers in 1985. Mikey, yo, how we doing here? All right, we're gonna go on to question number 3. We have a total of 10 questions here. So just give me a moment to enter that. The Chubby Unicorn Club? What is this? Okay. Before moving to New Jersey, how many times did the Kansas City Scouts slash Colorado Rockies make the playoffs in total? Did the franchise make the playoffs one time? Did they make it 3 times? Did they make the playoffs 4 times, or did they make the playoffs 6 times? Alright, I'm gonna have to look this up on YouTube. Alright, well, I mean, this is a surprise, a very pleasant surprise, so thank you. Oh, there you are, okay. Oh, cool, so you do also, cover hockey. Alright, man, I'm gonna check y'all out. Alright, cool. Right on, man. You even covered the XFL you did, huh? Cool. Alright. Alright, I'll give you about 10 seconds to answer that, folks. If the Sharks were no longer an NHL team, which team would be my new team? Boy, I don't know. I might go with the Kraken, though, just because they're the closest, by car. Hello! Wowee. Thanks, guys. Alright, reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, Nick, you're correct. The Scouts never made the playoffs. And I see a lot of correct answers here. The 1978 Colorado Rockies finished 19, 40, and 21 and were swept in a best of 3 against the Flyers. That's all that franchise could ever do until the Devils started making their way in the 1990s, for the most part. Okay, a bang. The Mike Breen bang. All right, let's go to question number 4. Okay, question number 4. How many players from the 2001 Stanley Cup final are enshrined in the Hockey Hall of Fame? So, of course, the Avalanche and Devils met each other in the '01 Cup final. How many Hall of Famers were on those 2 teams combined? John's 3 for 3 as well already. Nice. Have I seen the new Shoresy? No, had I mentioned that to you that, like, I know that it just came out, but I just haven't watched it just yet. I wanted to watch the 1st season again, for some momentum. So, yeah. Give Cortana a treat. Yeah, you know what? I should give her a few treats on your behalf, for getting Rising Rhino and that crew into the stream. So cheers. Here, Cortana. All right, one treat for here. We almost have to do this like the count. One treat for Cortana. All right, here we go. You know what? I'll give her even more when we go back to full screen. So you just telling me you just keep telling me and I'll keep feeding her. All right. Let's reveal the answer here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so some varying opinions here, but in total, there were 7 Hall of Famers: Joe Sakic, Rob Blake, Ray Bork, and Patrick Waugh for the Avalanche, Scott Niedermayer, Scott Stevens, and Ed Belfour. Wait, why did I say Ed Belfour? I think I meant to say Martin Brodeur. Excuse me. But yeah, there were a couple other great players like Alexander Mogilny is one of those who a lot of people think should be in the Hall of Fame. Even Patrick Elias, I think he gets very close to it. So anyway, we'll move on to question number 5. All right. Go to question number 5, and again, we look back at the Stanley Cup final from that year. The Avalanche won the Stanley Cup in Game 7 by a 3-1 score. Who scored the cup clinching goal for them? Was it A, Milan Hajduk, B, Rob Blake, C, Alex Tanguay, or D, Joe Sakic? Larry Robinson also made it as a coach. Oh, good point. Yeah. So he made the Hall as a coach, and he was already enshrined as a player? You met Martin Brodeur? Wow. Where'd you meet him? At a Michelin? That's just a stupid joke. He was like a spokesman for what, Enterprise, right? For Enterprise Car Rental? Alright. We'll, give you about 10 seconds here, folks. Alright, let's reveal question number 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hmm. The cup clinching goal was scored by Alex Tenge. He actually scored the first 2 goals in that game. Joe Sakic then added a power play goal. The lone goal for the Devils was scored by Petr Sikora. All right. And then we're going to question number 6. Question number 6. Which of these statements about the cup final is false? A. The Devils only scored 11 goals in those 7 games. B. The Avalanche shut out the Devils 3 times. C. Martin Brodeur had a save percentage under 890. Or D. No one on the Devils scored more than 2 goals. Which of these statements is false? John's got 4 from 5. Damn. I think that's one of the best starts to a quiz I've seen so far. Met him at a rink at a junior hockey game. Wow. That's wow, that's something else, man. Yeah, you never know where something like that's gonna take you. That's so cool. So cast your vote. Which of these statements is a lie? Oh lordy, phone just blew up a ton. Okay. All right, let's reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, which of these statements is false? The Avalanche shut out the Devils twice in game 1 and game 6. Martin Brodeur, he surrendered 19 goals on 146 shots. So actually his save percentage was only 870 and nobody on the Devils had more than 2 goals in that whole series. Sikora and Eliash were the only ones. Yeah. Yeah, pretty nuts, huh? I got to do more questions like these. All right, we go to question number 7. You guys know this question. We always ask it pretty much. Never heard of a channel raid? Yeah, I know. It is those are pretty fun, right? All right. So in the Avalanche's franchise history, counting with Quebec, who has the most career goals against the Devils franchise? And that can include Kansas City and the Colorado Rockies. There you go, Robbie. That's a good way to budget your time. So yeah, which player in Avs franchise history has the most goals in his career against the Devils franchise? Give you about 10 seconds to cast an answer there. Yeah, yeah, I do see that with, Grossi, who was apparently the Green Bay Packers fan of the year. That's good for him. I love what he does. Like, his all of his charitable work has been, that's amazing what he does for that. Oh, yeah, you got that, Aaron? Okay, I'll check that out. Alright, guys, let's, move on in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I see a couple of correct answers here. So the all-time leading scorer against the Devils franchise from Colorado players and Quebec players is Michel Goulet. Just a couple more goals than the next person, which is Peter Stastny. And then we're going to reverse course here, guys. So question number 8, same thing, just switch the team. So, which player in Devils franchise history has the most goals against the Avalanche slash Nordiques? Is it A, Kirk McLean? Is it B, Claude Giroux? Is it C, Bobby Holik? Or is it D, Stefan Richer? End of the first period, 1-0. Oh, snap. Hey, 4 for 7 is great. Hell, 4 for 10 on my quizzes is really good. I really, I'm not joking. Always go with the guys you never heard of before. Yeah, Flames making the comeback. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. B is the only player you've heard of. Good, because he's actually the subject of our last 2 questions, believe it or not. Alright, guys, what, the Flyers don't have 5 goals by now? Alright. Alright, let's reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Did I see Ronta's saves? I saw one of them. I think. One of those really good saves. Hell, you might have to link me to that one too. Alright. The answer is Kirk McLean. He beats out Stefan Richer. He's got 11 career goals against the Nordiques franchise. Alright, guys. So, you're gonna love this. Like, this is very trolly of me, but hope we don't have any, Red Wings fans here. Alright. Question number 9. How many games was Claude Lemieux suspended for his hit on Chris Draper in the 1996 conference final? You know, we touched on that today in our rivalries video, right? You guys got to watch that. Make sure you have some time on your hands, though. It's a very, very meaty video. So, how many games was Claude Lemieux suspended for when he had that horrible hit on Chris Draper in the 1996 conference final? 5 for 8, 3 for 8, 4 for 8. Okay, well, I mean, hell, I'm just happy that folks have gotten some correct answers. It's not easy, right? Oh yeah, John, you'll enjoy it though. I know you will, because we're getting close to the second periods. Or yeah, so we gotta. Oh yeah, that's right, Bill. When you popped in my unrivaled video review, documentary review, that was great. I love doing that. All right, guys. I'm going to reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Looks like we got some correct answers here. That's good. Claude Lemieux was suspended for 2 games. So he missed games 1 and 2 of the Stanley Cup final. Not that that really mattered all that much. Sorry, Jaws. And finally, we have question number 10. And again, it's about Claude Lemieux. Because, I mean, the dude played for the Devils as well. So, which statement about Claude Lemieux is false? A, he won 4 Stanley Cups and a Conn Smythe. B, he wore 3 different numbers, 22, 23, and 32. C, he played his last NHL game at 43 years old. D, he had 9 seasons of over 25 goals, which is false. Nick's rocking 6 and 9. Damn. If you get 7, that might be the best score I've seen on here, or at least in quite some time. Uh, yeah, you're the Sharks therapist. Hey, it's the Flyers, right? You can't when things are going rough, you can't be hard on yourself. So enjoy this game against the Philadelphia Flyers, right? You don't need to be hard on yourself for this one. All you need to do is skate like the wind, enjoy the sound of the sticks clanging against the boards, and you know what? Why don't you just, knock out an extra tooth or two while you're at it? Go Sharks. All right, Samuel. Thank you for joining us. By the way, I think we're back on the ice here, so I'll give you 5 more seconds to answer this. We're going to close this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Claude Lemieux only wore 22 and 32. He never wore 23. He won the 1995 Conn Smythe with the Devils. He came out of retirement after over 5 plus years to play with the Sharks in 2009, and he finished his career with 379 goals in 1,215 games. Had he had 9 seasons of over 25 goals. So that was the career of Claude Lemieux. And Nick, 7 out of 10. My man, nice going. I'm very impressed. But even if you didn't get anywhere near that, if you didn't get a single one right, that's fine. I just hope that you had a good time playing with us because that's what we want you to have, a good time. All right. Anyway, we get to the second period now, and I got to make sure that I take my screen down or else I could get flagged for copyright infringement. Nobody wants that. That's bad. Okay. All right. All right. Good stuff. Hufflepuff. What was the 4 Stanley Cups? So Lemieux won the 2 Stanley Cups with the Avalanche. No, actually, he won 2 with the Canadiens, 1 in '86 because this guy was ancient, right? '86, and he also won 1 in '93 with Montreal. Then he goes over to the Devils, a 2-on-1 for the Avalanche. Here they are, a backhander, pad save, and off the rebound, they score! Ross Colton, 2-1 Avalanche. All right, 2-1 Avs. Please, by the way, nothing. I don't want anything political. Period on here. All right. So we got to give Cortana a couple of gold treats, right? Oh, geez, Nicholas, I didn't watch that game. I was actually, I think I was live streaming something else. I was doing Sharks and Penguins, but like to do that in Denver is just daunting. I know the season's early, but like the Knights already look like they're like in playoff form. We're gonna get a hooking call to Mika Rantanen, by the way. So the Devils guys, 42.9% on the power play. That is not an error. That's that's for real. So they're gonna be on the power play to have a chance at tying things up. Hey Jared, how you doing? All right. Here's Luke Hughes. Tried to shoot that one, but it was blocked immediately and cleared down. You hear that, Cortana? You're a good girl. And now Hughes. Back pass. Brat into the high slot. Dumps it off for Timo. And now errant pass there. Nice deflection. Maybe a chance the other way. Cogliano forcing that turnover. He can't quite tip this one in front of the net. And the Devils will come back with Palat and Brat. Right? Little dangle looking for Timo. He'll take it behind the net. Now to Foley. The lone goal for New Jersey so far. And a loose puck that comes into the neutral zone for Dougie Hamilton. Lautaro, hey, thanks for joining us. Bienvenido. Oh, geez. How's Idaho? Not raining right now, but like it's been raining for nearly 4 days straight. All right. Here's Dougie Hamilton at center ice at 40 seconds left in the penalty. And dumped down by Howla behind Georgiev. Gerard. And not quite cleared yet. Bastion, loose puck, and knocked away by Cogliano. Now 2-on-1. Here's a chance. A shot, and just wide of the pad of Vanacek off the stick of Miles Wood. You would have loved to score there. All right, all right. Aula handing it off to Bastion. And now in the corner. And the Avalanche are back to full strength. And skated out by Gerard. Here he comes with speed. Maybe a 2-on-1. Sam Gerard. He shoots. And a nice, really good block there by Kevin Ball. And a chance in front again. That was sneaky. And Vanacek got a piece of that one as well. As the Devils, they survive there. Penguins are playing them. Yeah, the Ducks are hot, man. But at least the Penguins have some confidence off of that game against the Sharks. All right, Marino and off the boards, but from behind the net, cycled by Brat. Here's Toffoli. A shot from Ball off a skate, cleared by the or yes, cleared by the abs. All right, catch you later there, Samuel. Great video of the rivals. Oh, thank you, Lautaro. I appreciate that. Can I do the game time? I can't do like. There's no way to get an actual timer on here on Streamyard, but like the best I can give you is like, is it early in the period? Is it the middle of the period, or is it the end? But to give you an idea, right now it's 14 minutes left in the period, and that will take us. Oh no, it's icing right now, so they can't go to commercial break. That's right. Avalanche still out shooting the Devils there, 14-9. So I don't think the Devils actually do. They even have a shot on goal in this period? I don't think they do. So there, that Devils power play not quite as lethal as advertised, but then again, it's going up against the second best penalty kill in the NHL. Luke Hughes skating this out of his zone, and now Georgiev handing it off to Taves, avoids some contact, but turns it over. A chance in the slot. Lazar spinning away from the defender, McCarr, and Lazar still hanging on, cycling it down low for Howla, tying somebody up along the boards, and now funneled by Taves and moved out of the zone by Johansson. Here he comes. And in transition, a chance in the slot, Nichushkin, and a nice back check from Luke Hughes. Otherwise, he was coming right down Main Street, just like the Canucks were against the Oilers last night. And Georgiev's going to take this loose puck and get a glove on it with 13:04 left in the first period. And come on now, I'm anticipating the TV timeout. No, not yet. All right. Yeah, this newest video on yeah, we are gonna go to a commercial break. Okay. Thank you, TNT. The newest rivalries video, by the way, it's 42 minutes long. It is beefy. Devils have one shot on goal. Okay, thanks for confirming, Jared. Uh, Thoughts on the Sharks giving up 10 goals in back-to-back games? I mean, I don't care what the circumstances. Like I was just like, you got to do something to you got to shake you got to shake it up. I know it's not all on the coach. I know it's not. They don't have Eric Carlson, who was quarterbacking their offense last year. They don't have Timo Meyer, but even so, you got to do something. So I was kind of surprised that they didn't make an actual move. However, Mike Greer like basically sat the team down and just talked, like lectured them. So I don't know exactly what he said, but it was along the lines of, "Hey, like get this together, or else some of you are not going to have jobs for much longer." It was something like that. So fine. Zane, good evening to you. Thanks for popping in here. Um, yes, I think I got it there. Carnell, right? That's his name. Yeah, he's got a great voice. There's some very, very talented anthem singers. Obviously, at the professional level, you have to be pretty good. I'm trying to think of who really has the real pipes. The woman who sings for the Lightning, I think she's pretty good. And the woman who sings for the Devils, I think I've heard her a few times before too. Those are a couple others who come to mind. They need new goalies. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the defense has been atrocious. It wasn't that bad last year. It was subpar, but it wasn't bad. The goaltending was a lot worse last year compared to the defense. All right, here's Siegenthaler and a save there from Georgiev, still alive and now at the point. And another shot that gets blocked in front. Meyer trying to keep things alive. Palat from behind the net. Oh, nice save from Georgiev on the doorstep. Meyer denied by Georgiev. Good pressure there from the Devils' second line. And the Avalanche getting some good goaltending from Georgiev. Ooh, big hit there. Siegenthaler, he's a little slow to get up. And now we got a scrum behind the net. Dawson Mercer tied up with Colton, and the refs are going to sort things out here. Yeah, Jared, you're right, man. I mean, like I thought, like when I saw Greer's moves in the offseason, I said, okay, like he's bringing in Zadina for like nothing. He's getting Duclair for a fifth round pick. Blackwood was like a fifth round pick as well. I thought, okay, that's something, but yeah, parts aren't gelling together at all. I knew it's going to be a roughing penalty to the Devils, but yeah, it was Wood colliding with Siegenthaler there, a couple of ex teammates, and yeah, Wood really just lowered the shoulder and the helmet, the visor of Siegenthaler hit into the boards. Not super hard, but you got to still protect the players out there. So what's going on here? So is Wood going in the box, or is that somebody for the? He almost hit the dasher, by the way, which that could be nightmarish. Okay. So the hit was clean, and in the box is Dougie Hamilton. So man, I've been terrible with updating my banner here. You guys can let me know if I'm goofing anything up. But the Avalanche are on the power play. They actually come out of this quite well. Second best goalie duo, Swayman and Olmark. Number one for me is Sorokin and Varlamov. Swayman and Olmark might be number two. I'll just say this right now: Hill and Thompson cook pretty well too. A shot from the point, and they got a pat on that. McKinnon with it, Lehkonen, and now moved along for Rantanen. A chance in the slot and good sticks in the passing lane there. Makar at the point, a shot. Ooh, he had McKinnon or Johansson right in front of the net. Still alive for Lehkonen. Now McKinnon at the point. Makar top of the circle, down low. Work back to McKinnon. And now Ronson passed up a shot. I don't know why he didn't pull the trigger there. He still has it though. Feeds it to McKinnon, a shot, and off a stick. And Howla gets the clear. 45 left in the penalty. Tonight was very disappointing for the Islanders. Oh, you went to the game. Oh, cool. Taking a spill there was McKinnon. And it's going to be an interference to the Devils, is it? I think that's what we're going to get. So the Avs could have 5-on-3 for 35 seconds. Arizona and Seattle going to overtime. Come on, Kraken, get your ish together. I mean, I know the Coyotes are no slouch this year, though. So yeah, it's going to be an interference to Kevin Ball. So the Avs are going to have 5-on-3 for 35 seconds. A chance to pad that lead a little bit. Going to the Kings versus Knights game tomorrow. Wow, that's going to be that should be a great battle. Kings are about as good as advertised this year, from what I've seen. Devils not as great with Hughes and Heischer. I mean, they still are challenging. The defense is still pretty strong for them. But yeah, you're talking about like a true gangbuster, a true game breaker out there with Hughes and Heischer. No, he was only a point per game player last year and was a Selke finalist, right? He's no slouch. All right. So McKinnon versus Howla, and it comes out to the point for Makar. 5-on-3. Let's see what they do. And intercepted. Wow. Makar telegraphed that pass. Maybe a 2-on-1 the other way. Howla streaking down. Oh man. Oh God. They didn't even like Marino didn't even try to get off the pass there. But the Devils are able to get the clear all the way down to Georgiev. I thought that was going to be something. Damn it. And now Makar into the Devil zone behind the net. And he takes a spill there. Brendan Smith trying to get the puck away from Makar. He's kind of lying on it. Makar down on the ice. And the 5-on-3 is now over, but the Avs have a minute 20 left in the second penalty, the interference to Kevin Ball. Behind the net. Now McKinnon at the circle, spinning away from Mercer. Down to the goal line, pulling up against Siegenthaler, feeding the point to Makar. McKinnon. And a loose puck knocked away by Mercer. Not quite clear, though. Mercer. Oh, now the Avs are going to the box. It's going to be too many men. How do you screw that up? How the F are the Sharks leading? Well, they're playing the Flyers. So let's take a look at this. So they're saying too many men to the Avs. So that's going to wipe out the power play. That's a huge missed opportunity for the Avs, if you ask me. So the Devils will go to the power play in 55 seconds. Oh, you got popcorn dumped on you? That seems pretty par for the course for California sports. I'm sorry to hear that, but at least it was popcorn and not like beer. I still think that that's tacky. Yeah, Sharks. Last time we checked, were up 1-0, right? Anyway, McKinnon was on the ice for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, by the way. So yeah, we're 4-4. Here's Bratt from behind the net, leaving it off for Timo Meyer. Timo comes out to the point, a back pass. Hughes, D'd up by Colton. And now Bratt at the top of the zone. Still with it. Cycles it for Hamilton. High slot. And now Meyer coming back to the point. And Meyer, an errant pass in the neutral zone of all places. Oh, geez, a huge collision there as Luke Hughes goes flying into the boards. And the Avs are going to take another penalty here. So that could give the Devils a 5-on-3. Wow. What a couple ugly collisions here. And Colton is the culprit here. Oh, Jesus. That's just no, you can't do that. Oh my God. Poor Luke Hughes. They're calling it a major to Colton. That could easily stand. They were getting close to the boards behind the goal line. And you with the speed that this game's played at now, you can't you can't be throwing the big hit like that. Because I'm glad that Hughes got up because it could have been uglier than that. But yeah, it could be potentially a boarding or I forget what they call. I don't know if they called it a roughing or whatever, but like that was a bad choice from Colton. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that penalty in just a bit. Hey, did you guys see that by chance? Yeah, boy, that was yeah, that's pretty ugly. So yeah, commercial break and oh yeah, don't forget we'll also have this to unbox at the second intermission. I would have had more, but I'm still waiting on some stuff to arrive. But this is coming from Dustin, one of our subscribers. Just following YouTube. Yeah. They're trying to take all the Hughes brothers. Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, it's too close to the boards. Exactly, John. Yeah, like that sort of contact was, it was acceptable 10 years ago, maybe, but nah, no way. You can't do that sort of thing now. That's pretty freaking ugly. So, well, yeah, the Devils. I think the Avs will have two guys in the box. So this is going to be a big moment for the Devils to close out this period. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this game moves too fast for that. All right. Well, you know what? We can't give Cortana too many treats right now because if they get a major power play and they have a 42% power play conversion rate, we're probably going to be giving Cortana even more treats. Yeah, good girl. Kraken and God, I can't stand shootouts. Right? Penalty shots are one thing, and somebody the broadcast was saying that Meyer was also high sticked in the face on that. Then Cole cross checks Meyer in the face in front of like right in front of the ref. Ross Colton, I liked you, buddy. What are you doing out there? Let's get the call here. Okay, so he gets a minor for that hit behind the net was only a minor for boarding, but the cross check to Timo Meyer afterwards to his head, that's a major. So that's 7 minutes of power play time added on. There's 9:16 left here in the second period. This is going to get nuts. Shouldn't I mean, because I thought I saw him get they didn't announce a misconduct, right? Or is a major penalty automatically a misconduct? I'm so terrible with rules. I never played hockey myself, so here's my defense. Uh, wow. Yeah, really, Jake. All right. Well, anyway, the Devils have like they have a 4-on-3 for 9 seconds. Okay, here's Hamilton, and now to Foley. He can take his time though, because now they're going to get another attacker. Yeah, 2-man advantage for a minute. They're just holding on for right now. Work down low, a shot, and a score. Is that Meyer? Yeah, Timo Meyer. Mm, my man. And there's basically 7 minutes of power play time. Timo Meyer. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me Timo freaking Meyer. Devils fans actually had a shirt that said that. I loved it. Here we go. All right. 8:56 left here in the second period. I don't know what's taking them so long. Oh, did Meyer just take the face off? He did. He won the face off. Come on, Kraken. All right. So yeah, 6.5 minutes of power play time. Now here is Brat, dumps it behind the net, and Palat jumping in, and Avs get the clear. Arizona scores on their second shootout attempt, huh? All right. Dumped behind Georgiev, jumping in his Palat again, and intercepted Is that Nichushkin? Maybe a breakaway. Here he comes. A score! Miles Wood shorthanded. Oh, wow. What is this game? Shorthanded Miles Wood. Was that Nichushkin with the heads up feed? Holy. Yeah, Nichushkin. Yeah, Wood streaking there at center ice, and Wood, no doubt about that. He picks his spot, and the Avs are back on top. We'll see how long that lasts. What a nutty game, huh? All right. Mercer at the half boards. Marino at the top of the circle. A shot. And Georgiev's got that. 5:42 left on this power play, though. Yotes winning a shootout. Oh, man. I mean, congrats to them, but Seattle, what's it going to take, boys? What's it going to take? I like how they're bumping in the club. Go Shody. All right. Oh, now another chance maybe for the Avalanche. Cogliano, can he get to the puck first? Yes, he can. He has a trailer. O'Connor, a shot, and a pad save from Vanacek. Now Howla. Ashton gets the zone. Now down low to Foley. And now back out to Howla. And now a penalty to the Devils. It's going to be interference. And that's just, you can't do that if you're Alex Holtz. Holtz to the box. I mean, the Devils will still get power play time back just because of how much is left over. But for right now, it's going to be 5-on-5, right? Or no, or how does this work? Isn't it 4-on-4 at this point then? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, you're right. 4-on-4. Okay. 4-on-4. God, this game is nutty. All right, face-off control by the Avs. Now they can kind of just chill out for a little bit. And now into the Devil's zone, but taken out by Rantanen. Taves. And yeah, they're just going to regroup from behind the net. Taves. And now Byram back to Taves. Are they going with Oh, no, no, no. They have 2 defensemen out there. That was crazy earlier how on that one power play they had 3 defensemen out there. Now we need a goalie fight. There we go. And now Byram dumping this down to the corner. McKinnon trying to free that loose from Siegenthaler. And McKinnon gives him a shove. Vanacek. And New Jersey regrouping with Siegenthaler. 50 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then the Devils will be back to the power play. Meyer from center ice, leaving it off for Toffoli. Neither team looking particularly aggressive with 4-on-4. Now Ball just retreating from Nichushkin. And Nichushkin picks up a loose puck, looking to feed it off for Gerard. Regained here for Toffoli, and now here's Timo Meyer into the zone, but the Devils are offside. 5:49 left in the period, and since it's wait, are we going to a commercial break or not? Can we do that when we're 4 on 4? Maybe not. Strange game, huh, guys? Strange game. Right, Cortana? No, actually, we do go to commercial break, so that's crazy. We had a major penalty, then then the Devils commit a penalty, so it's 4 on 4, and we can get a commercial break during that, even though once that expires, we're gonna have more of that major remaining. Well, that I don't know, that's just pretty unusual. At least I think so. And, what else is unusual and in a good way is that we have a little something to unbox here in just a few minutes' time once we get to the intermission. Oh, my friend here, just texted me. My friend is an Avalanche fan, but he, just texted me staying positive with the score of the Sharks game. That's funny. And here I am live streaming during this kooky Avs game. Yeah, and yeah, shorthanded goal. Oh, all right. Well, if we're looking for ways to fill time, besides my adorable co-host Cortana, what's everyone's favorite side dish at Thanksgiving? And even if you're Canadian or from somewhere else, you can answer. You feel free to chime in, of course. If you're Canadian and you celebrated last month, I mean, curious to know what are good side dishes if you're in Canada. Scott says stuffing. I like stuffing for sure, but I mean, I have my preferences, what to what it should consist of. But generally speaking, like a classic leftover sandwich has to have stuffing in it. Absolutely. All right, more turkey. Nice, good answer. Potatoes. Actually, like I heard that like basically all of our potatoes are exported. We don't even use them here. Does gravy count? Um, if you just have it by itself, maybe. All right, so 3 minutes left. A power play time for the Devils. Oh, chance in front of the net, snatched up by Georgiev with Bastion set up there in front of the net. Mashed potatoes and cranberries. You like the yeah? I actually anytime I have like Thanksgiving, I make my own cranberry sauce. I don't even like to call it sauce. It's really just cooked cranberries. Um, because I can't do the canned one. Some people like the canned stuff. I can't stand it. All right. Shots favor the Avs 18-14. Georgiev playing this for Taves. A nice interception there by Palat. Now he works it behind the net for Tavoli. There's Dustin. Yeah. Stefan. Oh, a score from the point by Dougie Hamilton. We got a tie game and still 2:41 left in the major penalty. Oh, they're saying that it might be Meyer's goal. It'd be two for Timo. Starting to lose track of who's scoring all these goals. But yeah, let's see if Meyer got a piece of that. He very well might have. Let's see here. No, no. I think that's Hamilton's goal. Fights going on at the Philly net. Oh man, how exciting! That's good. At least if you're gonna suck, at least put up some fights now and then, right? Carrots and brown sugar. Oh, like just cooked down roasted carrots. I bet that could be pretty good. I like doing the same thing with like butternut squash. Yeah, yeah, that should be Hamilton's goal then. All right, now Nichushkin. Oh, he hit the post. Nichushkin coming the other way. Actually, off the crossbar. Boy, Let me take a look at that one again. Oh, Vanacek got a piece of it with his mask too, and then it hit off the crossbar. Sweet potatoes with oh yeah, Dean. Hell yeah. That was one that we always did at my parents' house. John, we got John from Hot Take Hockey. Uh, loved your rant during the Leafs Lightning game yesterday. All right, here's Hughes at center ice. Drop pass. It's gonna get picked off. 150 left in this major. This has been the most bizarre game. All right, here comes Holtz and feeding this cross ice, knocked down by Bastion. Now at the goal line, back to the point for Howla. Now Luke Hughes a shot and traffic in front, but I think Georgiev got a piece of that. Still alive behind the net. Bastion and battling against Gerard. Rims it around for Howla. Cycled for Holtz. Back to Howla. At the goal line, working it behind the net. And a one-timer. And not getting good wood on that. That one's going to pop all the way back into the Devil's zone. And we're 105 left from even strength. 3:15 now left in period number 2. Here comes Brett. Nice stick check there. And cleared down by the Avs. Blackwood, an amazing save. Right on. Oh, you're too kind, John. Hey, thanks for jumping in here, man. Especially as late as it is. But then again, this game would keep me up for hours. All right, dump down to Vanacek. He's going to play this from outside the crease. And we get 30 seconds left in the penalty. Pens up 1-0. All right, man. See, all they needed to do was take on the Sharks and get some confidence. And we get a puck out of play in the Avs zone. I don't like this. Sharks are getting 0 separation. Well, you're right, man. You get like the last thing that you should be doing if you're looking for your first win, the last thing that you should be doing is sitting back and playing not to lose, right? You got to just like go full throttle, man. It's like you've scored more than 2 goals, I think only one time this year, right? Yeah, and that's totally right. I've been to Spokane Arena with 8 or 10,000 people there. Or 30? Ooh, not how does that even happen? All right, 15 seconds as down goes, I think, Brat there, and here comes Logan O'Connor, Mr. Shorthanded. Hands it back to Makar. Now the Avs can just clear this, put it behind the net, and now we are back to full strength, and the Avalanche, the penalty kill does show up quite well to get a shorthanded goal, although the Devils did give it one back from Dougie Hamilton. 2:07 left in this period. Sharks going on the power play. No guarantees. Oh, Jari left with a bloody face? Oh my god. Something not that often you see goaltenders get bloody like that. Scored 3 in that loss against Carolina. Right, like, how d I know Carolina started the season by, like, allowing 300 goals a game, but it's like, how do you score 3 goals against Carolina, which is supposed to have the best defensive core in the NHL, and then you get completely blanked by everybody else? 93 penalties. How do you do that? A shot from Makar just wide of the pad of Vanacek. Now 2 minutes left. McKinnon, where are those goals, Nathan? I said you were going to give me 2 freaking goals there, Nathan. Makar off somebody in front. Rantanen back to Makar. Down low. Oh, tip play. A chance in front. Nice pad save there by Vanacek. And we'll get another penalty. This one's going to be a hooking. And are they saying that Jesper Bratt's the one going to the box with a minute 38? I mean, this could be quite a momentum shifter for the Avalanche. Sharks have only scored 13 goals. Yeah, but Peter Forsberg is going to make an appearance at intermission. That's cool. Looks like Oh, Henrique. Oh, geez. Yeah, well, anyway, I hope Jari, you would hope that if you're like, as long as he's not concussed, if you take a couple cuts in the face, that's better than than being concussed. But that's unfortunate to hear, to say the least. All right. So now the abs to the power play, and Makar, the half boards, Rantanen feeding it back to Makar. Miko, down low, McKinnon, dancing behind the net. Does anybody dance like Nathan McKinnon? I think he's the danciest player on the power play in the NHL. Rantanen, top of the circle. Back to McKinnon. Now Rantanen. He shoots. And a chance in the slot and denied by Vanacek, still alive. Vanacek was down. Still alive, though. For the Avs to hold this, that's going to tire out the Devils quite a bit. Now McKinnon a shot. Chance in front. No, good tie up there by Brendan Smith and fired down the ice. 45 left in the period. Carr's going to have to regroup with his team. And now Rantanen. He takes a spill to the ice there as Mercer was D'ing him up. And now Georgiev handing this back to Devon Taves. Yes, it is, John. And rimmed around for Byram. Couple sticks there in white. Ball fires it down, and 10 seconds left for the Abs. And now Byram. 3 seconds. Fed to the point. Nope. Good defensive read there from Mercer. He's been all over it tonight. Even strength and penalty kill. We get to second intermission. What a freaking crazy game. And we'll be sure to go over the scores. This has been a real treat to watch, though. Speaking of treats, let's give Cortana another treat. How about that? I picked a good one. Yeah. I mean, hell, I'm on a hot streak, man. Before this, I had the Penguins and Sharks game. And speaking of which, we might stay live for the Sharks game. We might. I would do that on a separate stream though, so just FYI. All right, so we get to second intermission. Just gonna take the power play away from the Avalanche. They don't have that much time left. 3-3. All right. So Dustin, wakey wakey, if you're around, I'm gonna hide Cortana just for a moment. We'll put her back in. There we go. And I'm gonna show you what Dustin got me here. He is known as For the Love of Life here on YouTube. So we got this package here, and it's coming from North Las Vegas. All right, where are my scissors anyway? I had them. Oh, here they are. There he is. All right, let's open it up, huh? Oh. Oh, there it is, man. Look at that. It's an old school San Jose Sharks helmet. And there's the other side of it. But yeah, you might be able to see it on the top here. That is signed by Tomas Hertl. Tommy Hertl, actually here. That's right side up. Wait, the Sharks scored again? Eklund! Yes. We see I just channeled the Sharks right here. Thank you so much, Dustin. And is there something else in here? Oh, there's something else in here. Oh, is the mini puck, right? Yeah, can't forget the mini puck. Yeah, there's something else in here too. Just want to make sure that you got to be careful. All right, let's see what else we have. The other thing that we have in here is I've never seen a mini puck, by the way. Oh, shoot. Was this also oh, this is, you guys might be able to see this here. Let's hold it up. That is Joe Pavelski. That's number 8. I'm pretty sure that's who we got here. Number 8, Joe Pavelski. Yep. Sharks up 2-0, man. Dustin, hey, thanks so much, and, have a fun time in Spain, and, I'll have to let's see. For now well, actually, I'll hold this, right here for now, and then, I have, like, a little space, a little shelf here where I have, some of the stuff that people have given me over the last couple of years. So thank you, and, it sucks that the other stuff didn't come in today, but hey, it happens, right? Here, let's get Cortana back. There we go. There she is. Philly's going to be the laughing stock of the NHL right now. Not over yet. It's only what the second period. Only the second period. Yeah, I think I should be able to get that off. Yeah, it's fine. All right. All right. Well, we're gonna have to take a look at some of the scores around the league, guys. What an interesting day for hockey, that's for sure. All right. So, ba, 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 ba. Time to take a look at the scores. All right. We're gonna go to present. All right, folks. So yeah, let's first go to our game here, our featured game. 3-3. So Tyler Toffoli led things off with his eighth of the year to lead New Jersey now. Tyler Toffoli, 8 goals. He's on pace for like 60. Mika Rantanen, goal number 7. That was on the power play to even things up. And then in the second, we had Ross Colton, who would be the culprit of a couple of penalties. His third of the year. The equalizer scored on the power play by Timo Meyer, as that Devils power play has struck twice tonight, so it still looks pretty good. Remember, they were coming in at 42.9%. And anyway, and then of course the with Colton getting 2 penalties there, a cross check to the head of Timo Meyer warranted a major penalty, and like pulling off some Nazem Kadri crap. And then we had, of course, the boarding to who was that went into the boards there? Luke Hughes. That was a bad collision. I thought that the call was going to be about for that. Miles Wood, his second of the year, shorthanded during all of that chaos, and then Dougie Hamilton on the power play with his fifth of the season. Blackwood just had an amazing stop. Yeah, I think somebody else was mentioning he had a really good one earlier too. All right, so that was that game. Let's take a look at the finals from earlier, and then we can look at some of the current games or the ones that are happening right now. All right, so the Carolina Hurricanes, they're starting to look a little bit more like the Hurricanes we know. Still have a little work to do, but Antti Ranta was strong in net tonight for Carolina. Tony D'Angelo, everybody's favorite, scored his first of the season to get things started. Then Tuck answers back with his fourth. Oh, they're reviewing if it was a Philly goal? Oh, boy. Uh, Tuck now is 4th of the year. And then in the 3rd period, Brady a couple more defenseman goals. Wait, what? What just happened there? Did I okay. Brady Shkijay, his 2nd of the year. Brady Shea was like he was quietly really good offensively last year. And then wait, sorry. Then Rasmus Dahlin, one of my other favorites, his 3rd of the year, but the winner in overtime, Martin Necas on a beautiful feed from Sebastian Aho. I wish I could show you the videos. That'd be fun. I guess I could if they were only like 10 seconds long. What happens if I do this? Let's take a look. Let's have some fun. Okay, that's, like, literally as much as I can show you before I get flagged for copyright. They better not do that to me. I'll be so, so mad. My friend apparently bet on the Flyers tonight too. Alright, take a look at, all right, so let's see here. What else is a final tonight? Of course, the Tampa Bay Lightning, after that embarrassing loss to the Maple Leafs. It's funny because like the Lightning have started to become the Leafs in a couple of ways. But anyway, they have a 4-0 lead against the Canadiens, and then the Canadiens come back a little bit in the final stanza. But here, Kucherov already up to 10 goals, so he's toward the top of the leaderboard there. Nick Paul, his sixth. Nick Paul's got 6 goals. That's great. Alex Barre-Boulet, his fourth, and then Mikey Asimont with his fourth. And I'm starting to kind of eat my words when I said that Tampa had no depth. Well, there we go. And then for the Habs, okay, they get a couple of goals in the third. Nick Suzuki, number four. Michael Pizzetta, his first. Then Nick Paul with his seventh, because NP are the best initials that you can have. And then Christian Dvorak in garbage time. So yeah, that power play goal aside, the Canadiens were starting to kind of threaten there as the game progressed or got late in the game. All right, now let's see here. We have the Minnesota Wild triumphant, most triumphant against the New York Islanders. Pat Maroon got on the board first, the big rig. Noah Dobson's up to 4 goals already. That's got to be toward the top of the defensive leaders. Then Oliver Wallstrom. Oh, nice to see you, Oliver Wallstrom. And Vinny Lettieri, a couple of firsts on the season. Kirill Kaprizov, number 4 on the year, and then Joel Eriksson number 7. I love to see that personally. But hey, guys, if you have any questions for me, feel free to fire away. I'm just trying to kill some time, so then that way there isn't any dead audio here. So, but yeah, if there's something you want me to answer for you, then I'm happy to do so. All right. The Rangers jumped out to a 5-0 lead on the Red Wings. As the Red Wings have kind of started to falter a little bit. I know they had that great win against the Bruins, but Trocheck, his second, Kreider, number 9 on the season. Phillies trailing the Sharks 2-1. Okay, I might. I might have to. Might have to go live after that. Trocheck again. Ooh, Braden. Opinion on the Oilers. I mean, it's the same issues persist for this team. They just can't. They're terrible defensively, and you saw Campbell getting sent down to the minors. That's kind of humiliating. I mean, I'd like him to find his game, but you know what what good does that do them when Skinner is Swiss cheese out there, right? I mean, I liked what I saw from Skinner, but then the playoffs, that's kind of where his confidence maybe really did take a hit, and some of that depth in the bottom six hasn't really shown up when McDavid and Drysaitel haven't really gotten it going on a McDavid and Drysaitel level. So yeah, they got a lot of issues right now. The Canucks, I haven't sat down and watched the Canucks just yet, but dude, like Quinn Hughes is killing it. Pedersen, he's ready for a huge extension. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's in the conversation as like a top 5 center at this point. And Kuzmenko still looks good, and yeah, like Besser's getting, he's getting in his contributions. Like they're nuts, and like Demko right now, is Thatcher Demko maybe the front runner for the Vezina Trophy? Hopefully so. Will the Sharks finally win a game? Well, we shall see. I thought it was going to be the Penguins game, and then we saw what happened there. But this time they've only given up 1 goal. I don't think they're going to give up 9 goals in the third period. They just might give up 4. Is Adam Foote an assistant coach? Oh, I didn't know that. Are you saying that Campbell can't stop a beach ball? Second period intermissions brought to you probably by StreamYard. That's the platform that I use. I used to do Streamlabs, but I like StreamYard more for me. I think that just having, the actual infrastructure hosted on their end versus my own computer. That makes a huge, huge difference. I think I got those in there, right? Anyway, ba 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 ba. So, yeah, Panarin also scored, this guy, Coyle, I don't know much about him, but he's got 3 goals on the year. How about that? And here I said that the Rangers didn't have enough, punch in their bottom 6 either. Watch all the games on ESPN Plus. Yeah, I watch most of mine there, and then I have, Sling TV for, like, TNT, NHL Network, TBS, and then, of course, the good old NHL 66.ir for anything that's blacked out. Alright. Oh, by the way, who scored for the Red Wings? I didn't even say that. Michael Rasmussen, Klim Kostin, that's only his 1st of the year. I do like Kostin. I mean, I really liked him as a pickup for the Oilers, but of course, for cap reasons, they couldn't keep him around, and then Kopp got his 5th of the year. D Yeah. When was the last time DeBrincat scored? Is he going kinda quiet now? Anyway, the Sharks are gonna beat the Oilers and Woodcroft will get fired. How about Woodcroft and Quinn switch places? How about the Oilers get David Quinn? Jay Woodcroft is a former Sharks assistant coach, so I don't know, we'll pick him up and we'll tank even harder with him probably. Uh, StreamYard keeps out the spammers. Really? Yeah, it's done a good job with that. I've had fewer spammers here, so that's good. But yeah. Uh, you think that major and minor in one stoppage was bad in this game? Was that a junior hockey showcase where a player by technical knockout took out 2 guys in one stoppage? He had 2 majors and 2. Wow. I'm almost surprised he didn't get more than 10 games. Should be like a it's like a lifetime ban. All right. Now we go to the Jets. Like I said, the Jets are hanging tough, man. Let's see. We get to Winnipeg, 5th on the year for Scheifele, 1st goal of the year from Pionk. Kyle Connor scores 7 and 8. There's Cole Perfetti. I forget, was he injured to start this year, or am I just blowing smoke here? I know he was injured last year. Oh no, he's been in the lineup. Okay. So he's up to what, 2 goals and a bunch of assists though. But I wanna move to Idaho? Yo, where I live, it's beautiful here. It's a lot less crowded and it's more affordable, and I love the 4 seasons. The crazy hot start of Vancouver. Yeah, I haven't sat down and watched the Canucks or the Ducks yet, and, we'll get around to doing that. Um, I have no idea how Frank Vatrano has 9 goals already. Um, oh, yeah. Yeah, Dustin's moving to the Gem State. No free hoodie. No, I don't think so. Um, but yeah, I mean, I was just talking about how, Vancouver's best players they're looking even better than they did last year. And, Demko having him healthy, because he missed some time last year and was great when he came back from injury, and now he's playing even better than he was when he was doing that when he came back. So that's everything's pretty much lined up just right for the Canucks. Is it sustainable? It might be. Again, when you actually have that top end talent leading the way for you, you have the Canucks have like a they're actually executing to their identity. I think because you're consistently seeing them play a similar type of game. So I would say them, and then the Ducks, man, wow. Oh, they're actually on track to lose here. Well, hell, they're doing this without Alex Killorn, which is, a little bit of a boost, and young players like McTavish and Leo Carlsson are contributing. They got Pavel Mintyukov. I saw like an advanced stat card for him, and apparently he's killing it right now. So hey, that's great for them. And Greg Cronin behind the bench, right? That's a big difference maker as well. I don't really know too much about Cronin, but Akins just wasn't from the beginning. It didn't look like he'd be the guy for that team. All right, we might be getting back to this to the game, but anyway, I'll just keep this rolling. By the way, for St. Louis, Robert Thomas number 5 on the year, and Braden Shen number 2 on the year. All right, so yeah, Sharks holding that 2-1 lead. Who scored for Philly? By the way, I don't think we ever found that out. Joel Farabee up to 6 goals on the year. Sanheim is 10th assist of the year. And yeah, goals for San Jose. Third on the year for the Duke, Anthony Duclair. And William Eklund, the youngster, his second of the season. I'm sure on another team he'd probably have at least 4 or 5. Mm. All right. Let's hide my screen now because we're gonna get back to the game. That's great. All right. So what's gonna happen here? Remember the Avs actually have a little bit of power play time to start this third period. Do I watch Steve Dangle? Occasionally I do. I've watched him over the years. Like first time I ever saw Dangle was his second season doing LFR. I was in Denmark for a study abroad program, and I just loved that there was this dude who was talking about hockey on YouTube, and so I said, "All right, like one of these days, I'll get to making some videos myself." But yeah, I watch him from time to time. I follow more of his own channel versus like SDPN. Although I've appeared on there with their Game Over series before with Canuck Clay and with Audie James. My video feed cut out for this game, but I'm gonna go to NHL 66 to see if I can get this. Let's try it out. Oh, come on. There we go. Wait, what? I'll just need your patience here, folks. Come on. All right, Chance. Hey, man. Have a great evening. Why does the Sharks broadcast announcer have green hair? Oh, are you looking at Scott Hannon in the like intermission report? Scott Hannon played for them for a long time. Yeah, so Sling TV, once again, this is why Sling TV is cheaper than everything else. The video feed occasionally cuts out. I kid you not. So you're gonna have to give me a moment here. I'm gonna do some troubleshooting to see if we can actually get this working. I'm gonna try loading this up on a different browser. Oh, Nick, hey, good evening to you. Sharks PA announcer is awesome. Yes, Randy Hahn is a treasure. I got to shake his hand one time and just say that he had called an awesome game just a few nights before that. This was at All Star Weekend, and I had a puck and I wanted him to sign it. It was at FanFest for All Star Weekend, so it wasn't like out of the ordinary. All right, so once again, Sling TV, this is their product. I hate to do this, guys, but I mean, I'll still hang out for sure, but I gotta wait until I can actually get a video feed up here. Jeez, yeah, this is not good. All right, well, we'll see what happens with this, but anyway. I hope this has nothing to do with like blackout markets because if it's on TNT, there I shouldn't have any problems with that. Yep, and now the audio feed of that is cutting out. Oh, actually, no, it's good. It's good. Shit. All right, everyone's still able to hear me, right? Like, I'm still coming in clearly here. It's a sign telling me to switch to the Sharks game. I might have to, for that matter. But we'll hang tight for just a moment here. Come on now. Yes, NHL Network isn't pulling anything up. Okay, thank you guys. Stop showing the seats at SAP Center. I know, right? Like those flashing LED lights, like that does not look good when it's empty. It looks worse that way. I just want to try out something here. Oh my god, is the crowd singing "Good Charlotte"? I needed to go to a game so I can witness this all the small things. So yeah. All right. Well, ooh, McKinnon hit the post apparently. Well, anyway, yeah. So I just have a blank screen on Safari. I'm actually just recording my screen right now for the folks in my stream here. I'm just recording my screen so I can send this over to Sling TV. So yeah, just blank screens. Try a different channel, and yeah, just more blank screens, different channel, blank screens. Really good job. All right, so we have that going on, and then we have something else going on too. Uh, San Jose Sports Hall of Fame. What's going on with that? I've never. Wait, is that actually at the Shark Tank? Yeah, no picture on this stuff, man. All right. Well, there, I'll have to send that over to Sling. Okay. So in the meantime, we just have to be chill as a cucumber here. Oh yeah, John, that's right. Dan Rusnowski, the radio play-by-play commentator for the Sharks, he won the Foster Hewitt Award for broadcasting, which is that's amazing. So I'm super happy for him because he's been doing it with the Sharks. I think every year of the franchise. Dan Rusnowski. You're able to get a T-shirt when you went to Chicago this weekend where it says "Q Chelsea Dagger." Nice. Well, now what? Just wish I could get NHL 66 working because I can't get this game on there. I mean, that's why I have Cortana here, right? Who's a good girl, Cortana? Kuko kit koron. Have I ever sorry, sometimes, like, messages can get have I watched Stick on the Ice? No, I don't think so, or if I have it I know I've heard of the names I've heard of the creator Stick on the Ice, yeah. I just don't know if I've watched any of their stuff. Have I ever seen Metallica play the national anthem at the Shark Tank? Yes, and I've seen a Metallica show at the Shark Tank, just their own concert there. It's a fair question, I suppose. I had a Metallica night shirt too, and I threw it away. I don't know why the hell I did that. It was so dumb of me. Maybe because I had, like, a bazillion black T-shirts. Kenny Albert. Kenny Albert's on the call. I like Kenny Albert. He's just got such a unique voice. Him and his brother, right? Welcome to the NHL on TV or on TNT with Kenny Albert. You know? Sharks and Flyers third period about to start. Okay. Okay. Um, damn, this is really grinding my freaking gears, man. Do fans yeah, Sharks fans do call SAP Center the Shark Tank. Absolutely. And I think it was even the Shark Tank before it was SAP Center, with other names. Hey, Trevor. Good evening to you. And oh, have I ever did I ever go to a Pantera show? No. I didn't start listening to them until like a few years after they had broken up. Yeah, Kenny Albert and Kevin Harlan is an amazing play-by-play commentator. Oh, you got your mystery box tomorrow. Awesome. Doc Emmerich was so good at NHL commentary. Yeah, the Doc Emmerich is a classic. Gary Thorne is the ultimate, but I cannot imitate Gary Thorne. Yep, it was HP Pavilion. So yeah, San Jose. So that arena was the first play. The first one it was called. The first name was the San Jose Arena. I remember as a kid, like I was like, oh, I'm going to the San Jose Arena. Not necessarily for a Sharks game. I could have gone to like Disney on Ice or the circus, literally. Then it was briefly the Compaq Center, COMPAQ, I think. Then it was HP Pavilion for a while, and it's been SAP Center for like over a decade, I think. I'm calling both games. I know what you're talking about, John. It's always been the Shark Tank. The arena itself has had multiple sponsor names. Yep, yep, always the Shark Tank. Favorite concert I've been to? That's tough. I don't think there's one in particular that's my favorite. I like smaller shows, generally speaking. Um, like one time my friend and I went to this small venue in San Jose and we saw the Addicts, like one of the greatest punk bands of all time. A British band who had been around for like 35 years and they still were playing. Like that show was awesome to finally see them after all this time. I've been to some really cool outdoor festivals like Ozfest when they had that back in the day. And, I went to one called It's Not Dead Festival. It was just all these punk bands from, like, the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. It was like Warped Tour for, like, people in their 30s and 40s. So it was so much fun. It went, like, from 10 or 11 in the morning past midnight. It was, like, 97 degrees out there, though. Anyway, when Steve Dangle did All the Small Things by Doc Emmerich, he you mean he sang it, like, in the voice of Doc Emmerich? Oh, wow. I need to look that up. Another great show I went to a few years ago was, it wasn't was it Slayer's farewell tour? It might have been, like, their second to last tour, but I finally saw Slayer in San Francisco with, Lamb of God, they were awesome, and Behemoth from Poland, who man, the they got their drumming's fantastic, and it wasn't even their normal drummer, they had this like a replace who killed it, but anyway. Oh, wow, Bill, that's nutty, man. Well, anyway, I don't think I'm ever gonna get back the video feed on Sling TV, which I pay, what's it, $50, $55 monthly, so that's not good. So, I'm sorry for anybody who wanted a play-by-play call for the rest of this game. I just can't do it because I'm strapped. What am I gonna do, right? So, here's what I'm gonna do, guys, because I don't need Sling TV to watch the Sharks game. So, what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna shift gears a little bit, okay? I'm going to quit this stream, okay, and I'm gonna start up another stream for the Sharks game. I'm doing that because of algorithm and attracting other audiences in here. So I already have this queued up too. So all you got to do is bounce from here and stay on my channel, hit refresh a couple times in a minute or two, and I'll be right back. Okay. Screw you, Sling TV. You are horrible. All right. So we'll do that in just a second. Because I can watch this through ESPN Plus. So thanks for watching this one, and we'll do the other one.